Aaron Rodgers won the MVP. I know. You thought there was going to be some vax thing. He won the MVP. But I do think this is incredible. Joe Burrow did not finish in the top 3, and I think it's absolutely ridiculous. His team was picked for 4th place. In an excellent division, they won it. Brady and Aaron, much better teams, much better support systems in lousy divisions, won their division. Now, Aaron is great. Nobody is questioning that. I'm really not anti-Aaron or Brady. But what does valuable mean? Let's just be honest. This is not the most valuable player award. It's a stat award. And the people in the media that vote on the NBA MVP and the NFL MVP, they don't know what valuable means. Let's call this award the most impressive statistical season. MISS. This was a big, big miss. Joe Burrow, if you want to judge somebody on value, what was the place before they got there, and what is it now with their presence? The Bengals were a laughingstock, cheap, and completely irrelevant in Ohio. The Browns and Ohio State are more credible. And they won that division. The Packers have been historic and consistent and smart and stable before Aaron and during Aaron. In terms of valuable, it's not close. I would put it this way. The Avengers movies. Great franchise, with or without Robert Downey. Now, Robert Downey is great, deserved every penny, #1 box office hit. But Robert Downey is not the only actor that could have pulled that off. That franchise would have been good with or without him. He may be the richest guy in Hollywood. He's not the most valuable. Keanu Reeves, John Wick, that doesn't exist without Keanu Reeves. He makes it work. Now, Avengers may make more money. But if the word is valuable, Keanu Reeves to that series is more valuable than Robert Downey is to Avengers. In fact, Robert Downey's character just got killed off. And the Avengers will be fine. They'll make a lot of money. If Keanu Reeves quit, John Wick series is over. Valuable. The Bengals were a laughingstock of a franchise a year and a half ago. Now, you can't count the playoffs, which is absurd in itself since all these careers are defined by postseason success. That's why we consider Aikman better than Marino because he got trophies and he got rings. But this should be noted. Burrow won more playoff games this year than Aaron Rodgers has won in the last 5 years. Now, I know that doesn't count for the award, but next year when you vote on this thing, take into consider the playoff run. I know you're not supposed to. You probably should. I mean, listen, if some of you are going to consider the vax, maybe you should consider the playoff run for Joe Burrow. I think he got totally hosed. So yesterday, it was a big trade in the NBA. I'll get to that in a second, but it's a very funny moment. LeBron and Kevin Durant chose the All-Star teams. And as remarkable and gifted as James Harden is as a player, James can kind of quit on you if he doesn't love you or he doesn't love the situation. He kind of quit on Houston. I didn't love that. He kind of quit on Kevin Durant. So Kevin Durant is choosing the All-Star teams yesterday. And nobody's picking James Harden because Durant's not picking James Harden. I am actually surprised by the number of people I respect, media and fans, like smart people, I read a lot about this, that think Brooklyn kind of got the better of the deal. Folks, KD's current support system now includes Kyrie Irving, who's physically available infrequently, and Ben Simmons, who is emotionally available infrequently. Oh, I mean, they got Andre Drummond, that's 6 points a game. Seth Curry, nice rotational piece, and draft picks completely worthless. KD's also hurt. They have no momentum, and Steve Nash is a head coach. I don't know how good he is. But when I look at this, I think about all the moving pieces that Brooklyn's going to have to put together. Look at all these moving pieces. You got disgruntled guy that's not vaxxed and he's not available. I mean, Ben Simmons was really, really bad the last time we saw him play. He was taking 6 shots per game in a playoff series, shooting 32% from the field. The organization in Brooklyn has no momentum. They've lost 10 straight. Lots of moving parts. Injured Kevin Durant. Emotional. The vax thing. Kyrie and Simmons. Man, you got to put that all together with Steve Nash. Now let's look at Philadelphia. Joel Embiid's happy, locker room's happy, veteran coach Doc Rivers, who's dealt with multiple stars. They're very close to a 1 seed in the East, and they add one piece, a really, really great all-time Hall of Fame level player who, when engaged, and he mostly is, gives you 27 a night. Doesn't that sound more seamless? James Harden is like the really cool foreign exchange student that joins the really cool family, and they get along the first weekend they're together. I mean, just the coaching. Doc Rivers has dealt with stars his entire career and done pretty well with them. An experienced head coach, one player added to a joyful organization, and their star is healthy and having his great year. Look at all the moving pieces and the question marks with Brooklyn. I mean, Brooklyn has two moody stars. I mean, I love Kevin Durant. He's a great player, top 20 all-time player, but a little bit moody. And Kyrie Irving's moody, and they just acquired another guy is kind of moody. I don't get it. Like, people I respect are like, oh, look at the take Brooklyn got. Folks, Ben Simmons, go Google his stats. They're flat. He hasn't developed. He doesn't want to work in his game. Last time we saw him, he had a cell phone in his warm-up pants during a practice. This is what he is. Can't really shoot. Not really engaged. Couldn't get along with a one-star, and it's not like Kyrie's easy to get along with. Couldn't get along with Embiid, who's a pretty funny, joyful guy. Most people love Embiid. Ben Simmons didn't. So I think Philadelphia is going to be really good, seamlessly, really fast, won the trade. It is much easier if you are a team or a company, and it's in a good space, to bring in one really talented person that had a bad experience. But you know psychologically, Harden is going to come to Philly and be so appreciative of the room that everybody's vaxxed and willing to play and they're winning. You know Harden's going to move in here and he's going to prove, hey, this isn't my thing. That's Brooklyn thing. That's Kyrie thing. That's not my thing. You think it's easier for a team on a 10-game losing streak where their star is hurt to join Kyrie, and you think that thing's all going to work? I mean, I look at the Brooklyn thing. It's just a talented mess. I look at Philadelphia as best day the organization has had in maybe 3 or 4 years. Good for the Sixers. Good for their fans. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.